Hello! Happy Wednesday! I don't know why it's funny, but it is.
Because that was take 2. That's why.
All right, our wins of the week. Wednesday. One day I'll be good at singing. One day.
That's like my biggest dream. If I could do anything in life, it would be to be a sing. Like, that I could sing. I don't have to be famous. I just want to be able to sing.
In high school, Bailey used to drive me around giving me singing lessons. Like, in her car. Because
Really?
she was in choir, and I was so bad at singing. Yeah, so...
I love singing. I suck at singing, but I love it.
Okay. My win of the week was my food. Because we only prepped lunches last week. So John's been making my food. This was week 3. Mm-hmm. John was making my food. We totally spaced on doing breakfast.
Yeah, and we should have done it all week, but I think we just kept forgetting. And then with the snow.
Mm-hmm. It was a win.
You need to just tell us, every day, hey, I have no eggs.
But I ate good. That's my win.
Yeah, good job.
Your win?
My win would probably be my schedule this week. John went back to work, so he worked 5 days last week. So just kind of figuring things out because he has been home, so he's been taking care of, some things, chores, things like that. And then he had some appointments in there, and then he's also started going back to the gym. So making sure that he is able to get his gym time. Because that's huge. And then us get our gym time and then getting done whatever we needed to get done. And then with sport things in there and appointments. And then, we just made it work. Mm-hmm. John took Sawyer to the gym every day with him. So that was good. And then one day last week we got together and Peyton came over.
Oh, yeah.
Did we work out that night?
Yeah, because that was the snow.
Oh, yeah, the snow day.
So we went in the morning and the gym was closed. I think Josh jinxed it because he was like, they're probably closed. And we're like, no, ski ye in the blizzard. And
yeah, I was so cranky that day. I was like, I don't not want to get up. I did not want to drive. And I was like, no, we should. So we did. And then we got there and it was closed. It's like, damn it. Should have stayed in bed. But it was good.
Yeah, so we're going to do a little bit of highs and lows. Mm-hmm. My win was the food. So I'm going to tell you what I ate. We prepped for lunch chicken and sweet potatoes. I was doing chicken and rice. The first week was white rice, liked it. The second week, brown rice, did not like the rice. So then week 3, we did sweet potatoes. The sweet potatoes were good. And I bought 4 sweet potatoes, but they were massive ones. So I had extra. So that's what I ended up having for breakfast. So it wasn't a protein breakfast, but still ate breakfast.
You did your protein shake in the morning though, too.
Yeah. So after the gym in the mornings, right away, I do a protein shake. And then I would have some of the sweet potatoes with a little bit of barbecue. And then I had the chicken and sweet potato for lunch. I had a yogurt cup, which kind of was a fail because we went to Costco and got the variety packs. And then I didn't like the varieties. I only liked the vanilla. So the first week I got the vanillas. And then this second week with that variety pack, I had to eat the flavors that I did not like. So that was slight win, slight fail. It was protein yogurt, but didn't really enjoy it. And then for dinner, on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I made kind of my version of a KFC famous bowl. So I air fried some chicken, and then I put in cottage cheese, and then I diced up peppers and had that in there with some hot sauce. So it's good because you had the creamy cottage cheese. I know you don't like cottage cheese.
I don't like cottage cheese, but I'm trying it this week. But I'm blending it.
So I had the creaminess kind of from the cottage cheese. The instead of corn, there was the peppers in there. It was really good. But then I ran out of it. And then actually that's kind of a fail because then I binged on Thursday. So.
Side note, just really thinking about something quick. I have peppers to give you because I just bought a big bag from Costco.
Cool. I love peppers. It's weird.
I'm the only one that eats them, so I don't go through them before they go bad. So
yeah,
I'll just give
we feed them to Cam too. You can feed them to Honey.
I don't think Honey will eat them.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Cam loves carrots and peppers.
Yeah, Honey will not touch vegetables.
Really?
Or
Cam?
fruit.
So when Kenzie doesn't finish her salad, we just put it in Cam's bowl and he finishes
Yeah,
her salad.
like if there's dressing in it, Honey will lick all that off and leave the vegetables.
Lettuce? Really?
Yeah.
Crazy. So that's what I ate. That was like a win. On Monday, we did our measurements. I was down inches everywhere. So
Woo!
that was a big win. On Tuesday, so we said we were going to record. We're going to be on our influencer era. I don't even know. Content creator.
Mm-hmm.
But we were doing RDLs wrong. I posted the video and then I got so embarrassed. I deleted it and did not record my workouts the rest of the week. So that was like a low. That was like a fail.
I don't think we were feeling recording in the morning.
No, I purposely wasn't recording because of that. I was so embarrassed.
Why didn't you tell me that?
I don't know. I was embarrassed.
Why?
Because we were doing them wrong. I filmed it. I put it up so confidently right away in the morning. Had that video up before 7 a.m. And then they were wrong. So I deleted it.
You can't get embarrassed of that.
Well, I was.
Well, you can't.
So
then you just gotta be like, thank you, and move on and do it the right way.
Didn't record the rest of the week. So that was kind of a fail.
I didn't know you were feeling that way. I just thought you were not happy in the morning and didn't want to record.
No, I was so embarrassed.
Oh my goodness.
Because I'm like, how can I be posting stuff if I'm doing it wrong? And then we didn't know if we were doing our shoulder stuff. Like, we didn't know which way to put our things for the shoulders.
It's a learning process.
So, yeah.
Like the guy at the gym that told us we were doing it wrong, you didn't take that to heart?
Well, he is like a real life person. I don't know.
So was...
Yeah, I guess. Okay, whatever. Either way. I was embarrassed.
You can't feel that way.
So then, Tuesday, maybe I was in a bad mood. I don't know. Josh was singing to me on Tuesday. And I sent all those videos to all those people.
Yeah, you were not having a good day Tuesday, right?
I don't know why he did that. I came home and he already had it plugged in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
so
that.
Josh does like this little thing where he just plugs in the karaoke machine and sings songs.
I love it.
And I was recording him, and normally he will stop if I record him, but he was like into the being recorded. It's very funny. Wednesday, the snow day. So I went to work half day. That was a little bit of a fail. But on Friday, it was actually a win because I still hit the numbers that I needed to hit. So it was like, this was a roller coaster week.
I mean, they normally are.
True. So that was a big fail, the gym being closed in the mornings. But Wednesday, because we had the snow day and we weren't at the gym, I went on every social media and I posted links to both Spotify and Apple, because now we're on Apple. We were not on Apple for the first month. And so I posted a link to Spotify and a link to Apple on my Instagram, on the Momster Instagram, on Facebook, on Snapchat. I posted everywhere, and we had our biggest listen. So that was so fun.
Yeah.
We had more listens on this the first day than we have on any other podcast episode. So
thank you guys.
Yeah, I hope you guys like it. Some people are saying you do, and some people are not saying. So hopefully the people that are not saying still like it and keep listening, because we're just doing our best mom life over here. And Thursday I binged. I was just very stressed. But we are in Mercury retrograde or whatever, so I don't know. The stars were not there this week. But I was stressed. I had a half a bag of pizza rolls, and then Josh came home and he didn't have that good of a day. So he was like, let's go get Chinese buffet. And I said, honestly, I'm pretty full. And he's like, well, it's weird to go to a buffet by yourself. So then I went, and of course, he's like, you just eat a couple sushi, because that's not bad for you. Then I had 4 plates full of Chinese buffet. So that was
you didn't tell me that.
Fail. I told John yesterday because he was like, how's it going?
Yeah, that was the first time I heard of it, too.
Well, it's embarrassing. I was just embarrassed all week, apparently.
Oh my gosh, I tell you how I eat every day, and I eat terrible. Well, you all are eating super healthy.
But
or
it was
I
like
don't
a big
eat,
binge.
And that's worse.
It was like a bit, like, it's been a month since I did something crazy like that.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's going to happen. We're all human.
Mm-hmm.
Every day at a time. And then the next day you're better.
Mm-hmm. So I gained from that, which, like, kind of upset me, but now I'm losing it right away again from sticking back to plan. But Friday, I hit my numbers at work. That was good. I did a bunch of show notes for upcoming podcast ideas that we have, and Facebook. I, like, pre-planned my Facebook posts to go with it, because then it's, like, copy and paste.
Yeah.
So I sent you a bunch of emails.
By the way, I made a folder for our emails. I didn't make a folder because I can't figure out how to make a new folder. I think I have to, like, actually log into my Yahoo. Yeah. But so all of our stuff is in my Capital One folder.
Well,
I don't use anymore because I don't need it. But.
We talked about doing a, like, app, like Monday or something like that, to, like, keep our schedule and keep all our stuff in one place. We just haven't actually implemented it yet. But then Saturday, why did I write down pictures? This is my high and low. I made a list of my highs and lows for the week. Pictures. What pictures did I take? Oh, yesterday we took our pictures with those books.
Oh, yeah.
So that was a win. And then I prepped for this birthday party that my kids are having. I think that was, like, adding to my stress, honestly, because we've never done a friend's party before. So I'm like, oh my gosh, all these moms are going to be there. And then I'm like, well, I got to practice what I preach, you know? And so that was a big, like, I don't know. Because obviously I want my kids' friends to be there. But then basically the girls wanted a water park birthday party. And I said, I'm not spending, because the girls' birthdays are March, April, May. I said, I'm not spending $600 on you, $600 on you, $600 on you to have these water park birthday parties. So my middle and my youngest were like, let's just do a joint birthday party. And I was like, cool. I'll spend $600 one time for you guys to have a joint birthday party. And then somehow along the way, they're, like, inviting their whole class. They're each inviting their whole class.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I getting myself into? So I had Josh, which I don't even know if we talked about this, but it was like 2-3 weeks ago. Josh and I were driving around. So I was, like, thinking, oh, I'll send out the invitations Monday, the party being on Sunday, like, a week notice. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, you know?
It worked.
But no, so then I realized, oh my gosh, it's spring break. So they didn't have school that Friday or that Monday. So Wednesday night, like a couple weeks ago now, Josh and I were, like, driving all over the place to find invitations. Yeah, I saw that. So then we drove to, what was it, like 4, how many stores did we drive to? Like 5 stores to find these invitations. And it's like, oh my gosh, like, nowhere had them. So then, because we went to, like, both Walmarts, both Targets, like Hobby Lobby, the party store was closed because we're literally driving around at, like, 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, we went to, like, Office Max or something like that.
Did you go to Michael's?
I don't know. We didn't. Oh, but yeah, we did do Hobby Lobby. So we found a certain design at the one Target, and we found a certain design at Walmart. And that gave us enough. So I said, okay, this is enough for Elena's class. This is enough for Kenzie's class. And I, like, wrote out on the invitation, like, I did a sample one. So I have really bad handwriting. Josh has really good handwriting. So I wanted him to do it because I get embarrassed of my handwriting. Oh my gosh. I'm, like, usually I don't think I'm an embarrassed person, but apparently I am. So
you care a lot. We have this discussion.
Yeah. So I give it to him and I go upstairs, and for whatever reason I come back down and he's on the 4 line. He's putting the kid's name of who it's for.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, no, that's where Elena's name goes. Like, what? Have you ever seen an invitation? The name for the kid goes on the outside of the envelope. Like, what are you doing? So then he's like, okay, whatever, like, I'll get it done. So I go back upstairs to go back to bed, and I'm like, whatever, like, just trust the process. If he doesn't fill it out, then just only having my friends and family come. Like, so I get up in the morning, and that was Brooklyn's, like, field trip day. So Brooklyn had to be to school by, like, an hour earlier than normal.
They do that for field trips?
Yeah, so, okay, no.
Oh, yeah, because she went to the Capitol.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a long day.
Yeah, so Brooklyn had to be there, whatever, and then I don't know why I went into work late. And for some reason, somehow the invitations got brought up. Oh, because he handed me the wrong stack.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my gosh, Josh, like, no, Elena needed whatever and Kenzie needed whatever. So then it's like the time that Elena's supposed to be at school, and we're like writing slashes. So then all the invitations have both names on them. Kenzie had pink eye, so she wasn't even going to school. So I had to bring it to the office lady. It was like such a disaster. But we got the invitations handed out. And I didn't see some parents after school that weren't in the kids' class that I wanted to like still invite.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't see some whatever. And I was like, okay, I'll just Facebook Messenger them. Well, then I never Facebook Messengered them until literally 24 hours before the party.
That's life.
This was a long, drawn-out story to say that, yeah.
Stressful. I'm glad my kids don't. I don't know. Peyton probably would want fun parties, but Sawyer doesn't. And I asked him, I'm like, are you embarrassed of me? And he said no. But I don't know why he doesn't want to do fun parties.
Brooklyn doesn't either. I think it's because literally COVID. Like, I feel like they don't have as close of friendships because they weren't in school for 2 years.
Yeah.
At like a critical age.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just my 2 cents. I think that my oldest doesn't have an attachment to her, like, classmates the way my middle does. And they're just 2 different people and all that kind of jazz, but...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What else is on here? I gave my kids showers. And I messaged those moms. And I got the stuff for the party. So, I was, like, also stressing about party favors. So, surprisingly, Josh said yes to both of my ideas. And I will let you know next week how they turn out. But one of them is going to be sunglasses where you take little beads and glue, like, you can glue, like, happy or summer or their name or whatever on the glasses. And then the other one is we got, like, 300 stickers off of Amazon. And I drove around to 3 different Walmarts getting different water bottles. So some are shorter, little ones, some are taller. And I think I got way too many. So I'm going to be returning whatever ones we don't use.
That's
like a hack. Cute. Because, yeah, so that was my week. Very
I love it.
Roller coastery.
Yeah, I mean, that was my week too. Mm-hmm. I feel like I don't remember my weeks ever. I had a lot of lows. I had a few highs. Felt like I was killing it at work, even though I missed Wednesday for the snow day. But I feel like I'm starting to finally get a little bit caught up. Knock on wood, because I know it's going to hit me hard now. But our phones were down and email was down. So I got to spend a lot of time just catching up on things. So that felt really good. And then, I mean, with John going back to work, I really wanted to have the house in order on like Sunday before Monday came, and that did not happen. So my house was a mess all week. Laundry was like a struggle. I think Sawyer came to me on Sunday at like 8:30 and was like, "Mom, I have nothing to wear. All my clothes are dirty." And his room is in the basement, so I don't go in there as often. I was like, "Well, bring up your clothes." He brings me, I don't even know how he has 3 hampers, but he brings me 3 hampers of clothes.
Oh my God.
Mind you, this kid changes his clothes like 4 times a day. It's super irritating. But like he'll go to school, change clothes. He'll come home, put on gym clothes. He'll then change into different clothes. And then like if he's going outside to play basketball, and then he'll put jammies on and take a shower, then put different clothes on. He's worse than a girl. And everything, his closet is just like hang up, so it's not super easy for him to just, I guess, put it back. So I gotta figure that out for him. But yeah, so I was like, pick what you're wearing tomorrow. Make sure you have socks, underwear, pants, shirt, sweatshirt, all of it, and I'll throw it in the wash. So we were kind of doing laundry like the night before for the next day. And then I was super tired again. Like to the point where at work, I was like...
You took a nap in your car that one day.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, so tired where I was like trying so hard to keep myself awake. Mm-hmm. So listening to like hype up music and just like craziness. And then that one day, so I want to take a 30-minute break. I was like, it'll take me 5 minutes to get home, 5 minutes to drive back to work. So that's 10 minutes. I'm like, if I take a 20-minute nap at home, there's no way I'm going to get up, and I'm going to want to stay home. And I have the ability to do that. So I probably would have. So I'm like, I'm just going to climb in the back of my car. And I did. I mean, I have blankets in my car, so it's fine. And I had my big coat on, and I put the seats down, climbed back there, put my head on a sweatshirt, and I slept. And I felt good. And then as I'm getting out of my car, mind you, from the back, clients are like outside. I'm like, oh, hi. It was kind of awkward, but whatever. So yeah, and then some other lows were having problems with Sawyer a little bit. Just kind of having a bad attitude, and he's been lying about really stupid things. He's not allowed to go on YouTube, and he, like I said, his room's in the basement, and I was upstairs, so I Alexa'd him to talk to him, and I could hear YouTube in the background, and I was just like, Sawyer, what you watching? He's like, nothing. Or I think he said, hey, Jesse. And then I was like, that's not Hey, Jesse. I listened to Hey, Jesse, and it was YouTube. And I was like, are you listening to YouTube? And he's like, no. I'm like, Sawyer, I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you watching YouTube? And he said, it's difficult. And I was like, okay, so you lied to me 3 times, and you're going to continue to lie? And then he just kind of kept going. And I don't know.
We're going to find a book.
So he was grounded, and he lied like 2 days before that, and I don't remember what he lied about. So he was grounded, and then we kind of forget about grounding, I feel. I don't know. I just, like, I didn't, like, he did something good. What did he do? Oh, he shoveled the driveway on the snow day. So I was like, fine, I will allow you to go to the gym with Dad, because I wasn't even going to allow him to do that. And then my nephew asked to sleep over on, like, Thursday, if he could sleep over on the weekend. I was like, nope, he's grounded, can't do it. And then come Friday, and he slept over. Yeah. So, I don't know. And then...
Yeah, it's hard.
I mean, it is hard. And then they just, like, beg you, and I'm pretty good at not giving in that way. Like, no video games, which he doesn't play video games during the week anyways. But, like, it's like, do you let them play outside? No. I mean, my grounding when I was a kid was I was in my bedroom. I had to sit on my bed. I couldn't watch TV. The only thing I was allowed to do was read, like, color or write in notebooks. That was it. So that's kind of what we were doing. But then I still he's like such an active person that he needs to be active. So I was like, work out in your room. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it was
We've never done groundings before, but I think my middle. It's not going to be my oldest. It's going to be my middle.
I think they learned from it. I mean, I feel like I learned from it.
Yeah.
But then it's like, how long are they grounded for? Like, that's the biggest thing. So then yesterday we woke up and Sawyer had no electricity in his room. because he spilled water on his desk, which has like a power strip. So he spilled water on that, and he's not supposed to have open water containers in his room. They're not supposed to be on his desk because his desk has his computer, his PlayStation, his monitors, like all of that. And so now, like, John wants to ground him, but like, how long? And it was an accident.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, he shouldn't have had all that stuff. So we're struggling with that a little bit. So stay tuned. We'll kind of figure that out.
Yeah. When we were in the bookstore yesterday, we were looking at parenting books, and we're like, oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, some teenager ones, some anxiety ones, like, because a lot of the books, so I do have like a really long book list, and a lot of them are like business, like
Self-help.
adult self-help,
Yeah.
you know, like mental.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know how to explain them all, I guess, but they're like for us. And then when we were at the bookstore, I was like, oh my gosh, like I never read a parenting book before. It'd be a really good idea to add some parenting books. And we said like we could read them because now we're going to be doing like book episodes on Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
So the episode on Monday, you know, could kind of correlate to whatever we're talking about on Wednesday too.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially. I don't know, but we're going to add in some parenting books.
Yeah.
Which was like a thought I just had. All our other ones were like, we need to work on us. We need to work on like this, that, the other. But no, we really do. I mean, I guess I should have known when we were reading like the children love language books. Like we were going to get to some parenting stuff. But I was like, wow, like I think we could really learn from some of these parenting books.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I think that was, a big thought. Just kind of learning how they're feeling, like learning how to help them.
Yeah.
Is like the biggest thing.
And like some teenager ones, I think. Like there's some really good, obviously just we only read the titles. Yeah. But I think we're going to add some really like good juicy topics coming up. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, me too. And then another win would be the kids and I started listening to Good Day every single morning. So that's nice. Like because we have kind of stressful mornings. They're getting better that I'm up so early. So I'm normally ready before they're getting ready. But like just adding that sound and we just dance and sing and it's nice. They look forward to it. They remind me every day. I think on Friday I didn't like play it as I was coming down the stairs and they're like, Mom, music. So that was cute. And we listened to a lot of music at night. Kind of jammed and had some like dance sessions and Sawyer joined us on Taylor Swift music and things like that. So it was fun. Yeah. John and I struggled a little bit and I think it's just like the schedule change. Him being really tired. He's been wanting to come home and go to sleep after work, like take a nap and then go to the gym, which doesn't always put people in a good mood when they take a nap and then have to go do something. But yeah, other than that, it was a good week. I'll learn from it. Next week will be better. This coming week will be better and go from there.
Yeah, because we start our challenge.
We
reading. We're doing the John Acuff soundtracks challenge. I think I'm excited for it.
Yeah, me too.
When this comes out, we'll be 3 days in. But when we're recording it, we haven't started. It's kind of hard because it's like, by the time this episode comes out, the birthday party will have already happened. But I can't talk as if it's happened because it didn't happen. So hopefully no one like gets hurt or, you know.
No one will. It'll be great.
It's a water park birthday party and I don't know if like the parents are staying, they're not staying. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because at their age, I feel like, you know, I don't know. So I did go to the dollar store and get a bunch of floaties. So I think I got like 12 floaties. I gotta blow them up yet. And I gotta blow up the balloons. And I haven't even gotten a cake. It's 8 a.m. And Peyton has like practice. Sawyer has practice. We have a lot to do today.
I have a lot of things today.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have Peyton's practice, Sawyer's practice, the party, and then I have a mandatory like parent meeting for softball and baseball tonight. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. And I didn't meal prep like I was supposed to yesterday. I meal prepped a little bit, but not everything. So I have to do that. John has to meal prep for you.
Yeah.
I didn't get much laundry done. So yeah, busy day. Yay!
I got laundry done between Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday kind of blurred together. But I washed all of our bedding and everything after pink eye.
Yeah.
I already had, but then it wasn't fully gone. I don't know what to do about my pillow. Should I Lysol it, you think? I don't have Lysol.
You can throw your pillow in the wash.
Well, I have a hard...
Like a memory
because
foam.
I'm a side sleeper. So it's a side sleeper, so it has a spot for my arm and stuff.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
I don't know.
You'd have to figure that out.
Yeah. But today we are talking about... Oh my goodness. It's getting cold in this car, you guys.
I was just thinking that. My toes are so cold. I'm going to start bringing slippers.
I know.
I have my blanket.
We don't...
It's way in the back because I cleaned out my car.
We don't leave the car running because we don't want you guys to hear it, but it gets cold.
It gets cold.
Hopefully soon. Well, soon we're going to be saying it's hot. You know?
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
I didn't either.
The humidity?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll be fine.
We will. But
we'll just have those little fans and clip them here.
That'll make noise.
Oh, the little ones aren't that loud.
All right, I trust
you.
We'll play around.
Or
with
we could use the cooling towels that Sawyer does for baseball.
All right. We want to talk to you today kind of about body dysmorphia because we have opposite body dysmorphia.
Yeah, we do.
I have the kind where it's I'm not as big as I am in real life in my brain. In my brain, when I lay down, my hips stick out in bed. My, collarbones be sticking out. I'm skinny in my head. In real life, not so skinny. I got a big belly. My kids like to play with it and jiggle it. But I don't know. I don't know, why I have the opposite. Does that make sense?
Probably because Josh makes you feel good.
Yeah. But I used to have the... when I was skinny, I wanted to be skinnier, and I only ate Jolly Ranchers for however long. You know? So what changed?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but
I think maybe Josh did.
Maybe.
Or maybe you just don't care?
There was that summer when I worked at... Was it when I worked at VS or before? That I biked to work every day.
I don't know if I remember that.
It might have been when I was at Motherhood.
Yeah, I don't remember you biking to work.
So, Josh, didn't have his license for whatever reason. So, we literally biked. We biked everywhere we went. And Brooklyn was in a baby carrier. And, Josh had, a speed bike, road bike, whatever that kind of bike they're called. And I had whatever bike I had. And we had, the bike shorts with the padding in the butt and stuff.
Yes, I need those.
And we would bike to the movies across we lived in Neenah, and his parents live in Appleton. We would bike there for dinner. We biked to the grocery store.
How?
We did literally, I think Josh had to do 20 something miles a day to get to work and back.
Oh my gosh.
And we did it in the rain. Yeah, we legit biked. Oh, I worked at
used to do as a
factory. I don't want to say which one it was, but I worked at a factory. I had to be there by 6 a.m. This was when I was in my sleeping early.
Woo! Wow. So you were on your bike at 5 in the morning?
Yeah, he got me lights and stuff. But I didn't stay at that job long because I couldn't get up on time. Remember back then, I was bad at getting up on time.
Yeah, you were late every day.
I was always late.
Yeah, you were.
I mean, I was also a child, having a child, so give myself grace. But, yeah, so that summer, I don't know, I was so... And the transition from there to when I did yoga every single day, and I went to the outdoor yoga classes and all that stuff, because Josh and I even biked to some of the yoga classes. We were really into biking for a year. It was probably 2 years. We were really into biking.
Crazy.
And I still look at myself like that. I don't look at myself like now. And it does kind of suck.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, though. Like, you could have me where I literally, like, look at myself in disgust constantly. I, like, pinch my skin. Like I was saying to you the other day, like, I know I'm losing weight because I can just feel, like, my bones. I can feel my muscles growing. I can feel, like, I don't have as much fat back here. Like, I literally just pinch, and I pinch my thighs. I pinch everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of disgusting how much I do it. But, like, but then there's times where, like, I feel good about myself, and then someone will take a picture. I'm like, oh, who is that? See, like, I shouldn't have wore that. Like, I wasn't feeling like I was looking that way, but whew.
I don't relate to the pictures that I take anymore. Like, I, like, take a selfie, and I'm like, who's that? That's not me. That's the sucky part.
Well, and I hold my weight very differently. I feel like I was just having a conversation with my sister the other day. Mm-hmm. Like, she's talking about how she's gained weight. And I was like, okay, but, like, you don't look like it. And you still look skinny. Like,
You've been saying that about your sister.
Yes, and I do always say it. And then, like, she's feeling bad about herself and way heavier than you. Like, you know? And I look like, she's like, well, you're only, like, 35 pounds more than me now. And I was like, but I look like I'm 100 pounds more than you. Yeah. No one in my family has, like, the thick thighs. Like, they have big butts. I will say that. But, like, my legs are huge and always have been. I remember, like, sitting in 5th grade, you know, crisscross applesauce, what they call it now. We called it pretzel. And, like, just, like, having stretch marks and being so embarrassed of my thighs because I was the only kid that had stretch marks. And that was 5th grade. So my, like, body, like, I never felt skinny. My mom had issues with eating when she was a kid. So my mom's very short. She was always very, very, very petite. And I felt like I was always kind of, like, compared. I don't know. Like, I could fit into my mom's clothes at a teenager, you know? So I don't know. It always made me feel some sort of way. I did have an eating disorder when I was a teenager where I would just eat, like, ice chips. But now, I don't know, I love food. I have a bad relationship with food. When I'm stressed, I eat food. And then I hate myself for it. I notice that I talk about it out loud a lot. And I cannot take compliments. And I talk about it in front of my kids. I used to. Still kind of do. Bad habit. It's just I feel so bad about myself and anything that I eat. And then I started realizing that my kids were feeling that way. My kids started saying, like, if I eat this, it's going to make me fat. Or I shouldn't eat this because it has this in it. Mm-hmm. Which is a fine line because I want my kids to also be healthy. I want them to take care of their bodies.
It is a fine line.
Better than I did as a kid. I think I wouldn't have all these issues if I ate good nutrition, if I exercised. I was pretty active as a kid, but I was still big boned. I don't know. It's hard, but
it is.
So, like, I want my kids to be healthy, but I don't want them to feel some sort of way. And I think with Sawyer, he does have a lot of issues with eating, and he'll go on binges, and his weight, like, his last, like, physical, I had to, like, make the doctor tell him he was healthy. And at a good weight. Mm-hmm. And it was, like, embarrassing. Like, because he was like, I gained, like, 4 or 5 pounds, Mom. I'm disgusting. And the doctor came in, and I was like, can we please go over his height and his weight? Mm-hmm. And the doctor kind of looked at me, and I was like, Sawyer, do you want to, like, say how you're feeling? And, of course, he wouldn't.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's worried about the number. And I think the doctor kind of got it and was like, you are so healthy, and then showed him the charts and all of that, and that really helped. But Sawyer is hard on himself. Sawyer is one that pinches his skin, looks at himself constantly. Like, needs validation. Kind of, like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah, I mean, people are saying now, like, not to say the number at the doctor's office. Like, have the kids, like, not face the scale, and then have the doctors not say the number, like, out loud. And there's so many people saying, like, not to talk about BMI, too. Like, around their kids, in front of their kids.
BMI I disagree with BMI so much. I hate it. It's, like, an awful thing that has never been adjusted. It's been the same thing.
And see, that's again where, like, I'm on, like, almost the, like, total opposite. Like, Josh gets the kids those Quick Trip donuts, like, so many mornings. And it's like, I don't know, my kids are just like, we have donuts for breakfast. Which I'm kind of, like, in my head, like, what's the difference between a donut and cereal? Like, cereal's got my kids would want Fruity Pebbles. Like, Fruity Pebbles versus donut, like, in my mind, I'm like, friggin' screw it. But also, I do want my kids to make, like, healthy choices. And it's crazy because Kenzie will, like, ask for salad, ask for cottage cheese, have lunch meat sandwiches.
Strawberries.
Yeah, oh my gosh, berries. Kenzie is insane for berries. And then, like, Brooklyn, you know, bananas, like, whatever, carrots, broccoli. Like, they do eat pretty okay. So I'm like, I don't, but they hear stuff out in the world, and I would rather, like, that kind of stuff come from me than let the narrative be from someone else. So I need to figure out, like, how Josh and I want to talk about it and be about it, you know, like, we do get Little Caesars probably, like, once a week for dinner and, like, whatever, but also it's, like, anything in moderation. Chocolate in moderation, you know, eventually alcohol in moderation. Like, I really do just want to, like, pound moderation into their head. Like, even going to the gym in moderation, like, any workouts, like, all that stuff. Like, you still
so they're not, like, getting super obsessed.
Yeah.
Like my child is.
So, I need to, like, Josh and I, you know, they're getting older. We need to figure out how we want to handle it, what we're gonna say. I did have one of my daughters, like, 2 years ago get called fat at school, and then it was, like, a big thing, and then she didn't want to drink milk for a while, and, like, that kind of stuff. And my kids, I mean, they do look in the mirror, and they're like, tell me I'm skinny, and whatever, and I'm like, well, strong is more important than skinny, but I don't want them to be like, well, my mom wouldn't call me skinny when I was, like, so skinny. So, yeah, I mean, whether we want it to affect us and our children or not, like, it does. And I think that's, like, why we really wanted to, like, look into the love cup stuff, make sure we're filling our kids' love cups, make sure our own love cups are filled, so that way they're not looking for, like, external validation. But, like, one of my kids will look in the mirror and be like, do I have a 6-pack or an 8-pack? And I'm like, oh my gosh, you have no pack. You don't work out.
That's a joke in our house is 2-pack. That's what John and Sawyer go back and say, that they got 2-packs.
Yeah.
And that is, that's a constant thing with Sawyer and his abs. And I mean, the other day, John got donuts for the kids, and Sawyer's like, nope, not eating them. Like, not doing it. I'm trying to be healthy. And Peyton had a donut the night before, like, after dinner, and then she went to have one the next morning, and Sawyer called her fatso and was like, you want to be fat? Like, you're going to be the fattest kid in school if you eat donuts, and, like, just laying in on her. And, I mean, I come running down the steps.
Yeah.
But I was like, holy crap, like, you're a bull. That's being a bully. And then he's like, I'm trying to motivate her and trying to get her to be healthy and make healthy choices. Like, well, that's not the way to go about it. And then I was talking to John about it. And it's like, I think, like, I kind of do that as, like, him saying, he kind of does that as well, where, like, he wants to eat it, but then he's, like, going to make someone else feel bad and try to, like, talk himself out of it for not, like, I don't know. It was, like, a thing. But just...
Basically, they're saying out loud what they're thinking in their head, but they're thinking it in their head about themselves. And when they say it out loud, they're talking about, like, you and Peyton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a struggle, but I'm trying my best. Like, if I say something, like, my kids will even be like, Mom, you're not fat. And I'll be like, oh, I just said that. Like, I don't even realize that I'm saying it. Sometimes because I say it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, does this make me look fat? Like, I definitely should not be asking my kid that.
Mm-hmm.
But I have. So, it's a cycle.
I think that's the thing, too. Like, I don't have any swimsuits that literally cover my whole, and it's not my nipple. It's, what's that called? The part around it.
Ariel?
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't have a single swimsuit right now that covers that. So today for the swimming party, I'm borrowing a swimsuit. But like, so yeah, I mean, we've been going swimming for the past all winter, and I'm the way I am, and I'm like, whatever, stuff's gonna hang out. My kids want to go to a water park. I can't say no. And I'm also not buying a swimsuit.
Oh, I say no. I hate swimming because I can't stand myself in a swimsuit.
Yeah, and I mean, that's where, like, it's okay. It's okay for me. I mean, maybe some parents are like, dang, that chick needs to put her nipples away.
Your nipples are, like, fully out?
The whole, like, brown part? Yeah, like, do you want me to put on, like, I have this green swimsuit top. When we get to my house, I'm going to put it on and make you look. And I'm like, whatever. I don't know, like, I'm not buying something this size, and hopefully I just shrink back down, so whatever. But that's kind of how I feel about, like, my gym clothes. Like, some of those shirts that I wear when we do some of the exercises, like, the bottom of my belly hangs out. And I noticed, I did post a TikTok that, like, so I, like, zoomed in and not having a bra that fits and, like, whatever. So, I mean, yeah. I've just been dealing because it's like,
I
what
will
else
just
am I
not
going to do?
do it. I will, like, I don't know.
Because we went to the store and we picked out gym outfits that, like, fit us. But it's like, are we going to pay $80 to wear one outfit? Because you can't wear the same outfit all week to the gym. So then you need to buy 2 to 3, which is like, even buying 2, that's $160. Yeah, we could probably find some cheaper somewhere else or clearance or whatever. But it's like, why would we spend $160 to, like, fit us in the gym right now when we don't want to be this size in 2 months anyways? So, you know, riding the struggle bus over here, and eventually we'll have cute gym fits that fit us. But it's like, you know, as you go through, like, cutting and bulking and all those phases, like, I don't know. So I do need to find a way for, like, my wardrobe, because it's not fair to my body to shrink it into clothes that it doesn't fit in. I should wear clothes that fit me, but also it's not fair to my bank account for me to, like, buy new clothes every week, or my mental health, because then I'm going to be wanting that forever and ever and ever. Just
I think,
every
though,
week
when you feel like you look good, you do better.
Yeah.
You know? It's hard. I don't know.
I did say to Josh, like, if I hit really good numbers, because my paycheck fluctuates a lot, like hundreds and hundreds of dollars it fluctuates by. You know, like, I'm not going to say what I make on here, but so I did say to Josh, like, if I get a couple, like, good checks, I want to go get some gym outfits that fit me, just because I am posting them on TikTok. No one has said anything to me, but I do, like, you know, comparison is what, the thief of joy.
See, and that's my perfectionism. Like, I don't want to post if I don't look good.
Yeah.
And I don't even think I look good, even when I do. So, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I reward myself with clothes. Or that's what I'm trying to do. But have I lost the 10 pounds? Nope.
I lost 5.
Is it rewarding me that well? Nope.
I lost 5 and I gained 3 back, so it'll be fine. This is our last week to the challenge, and I have good questions for John. So that's why I'm like, is he really not going to be on the podcast if I don't lose the weight?
I mean, I think he will. I don't know.
We'll find out. We'll keep you posted. Yeah. If John's on, he's on. If he's not, he's not. Do you want
I don't know how I feel. It'll be fine.
It will be fine. But
that's it, right?
Yeah, we love you guys. Thank you for listening. Yeah. Thank you to anyone that's given, like, feedback the last couple weeks. Thank you to people that are sharing. A couple of you have shared on social media, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm, like, so emotional about it, because we're just over here, you know, trying our best. living our lives, adding this into it. Josh called podcasting a hobby the other day. That did make me a little sad. I'm like, it's my job.
It's fun, though. Like, it is really fun.
But hopefully one day this will be our jobs. That will be the dream come true.
Mm-hmm. So keep listening and keep sharing.
And thank you. We love you so much.
Love you. Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.